Oh, hey, welcome back to Coffee and Chocolate. I'm just distracted by these books I found. I was cleaning out the old armory. The armory is just sort of a euphemism for the workroom. It's what it's called in the blueprints. Anyway, I was cleaning out the old armory today, and I ran across this from my father. Apparently, I inherited this at some point, even though he's still banging around. Pilot and flight engineers abbreviated flight crew checklist for a C-130B, HC-130B, and C-130E. Alas, not the AC-130. He never flew those, but fancy before starting engines. I didn't know that the turning order in a C-130 was 3-4-2-1, but hey, there you go, right? Anyway, pretty cool. We're going back even further in time today. There's none of this 1976 stuff here. We're going back to 1943, and we are with Nickel Company, who just hit the beaches. Not in Gala. They seem to be further west than Gala in the island of Sicily. And they are going toe-to-toe with Mussolini's black shirt. Well, the black shirts, I guess the army, not exactly the same thing. But they are definitely going against Mussolini's soldiers, and they've had a tough time on the beach. They've definitely been getting hit a lot, but so far we haven't lost any leaders, which is really important in burden of command here. So with that said, let's get started. I forgot where we left off here. All right, there we go. Major objectives here. It's funny. I've got a small screen here I can look at, or I can at the big screens. I think I like looking at the big screen. Let's change up, adjust that a little better there though. Oh, that's right. So I basically had run out of. My God, I hope we're not frozen here. It looks like we kind of are stuck. Oh no. I mean, I can hear you guys in the background. I'll give it a moment to clear out. Hopefully that's all we need to do here. That's not in the meantime, I will amuse you since this is Mother's Day and I have spent a little bit of time with the family. I'm not going to spend too much time here today on this, but I wanted to make further advance. I want to say, thank you and God bless you to my dearly departed mother. And this Mother's Day, she was an amazing woman. She was definitely the sort of person who was painted in primary colors, Mom, and we loved you for that. And I just have two incidents. I mean, she taught me a lot of things. I posted this on the X, actually. She taught me so how important it was to care about people and family and friends, even if they were sometimes difficult to deal with. And she also taught me to fight for things, fight for what's important. And she did those two stories, one of which I witnessed, the other I did not. The first happened when my father was in Vietnam, or fighting the Vietnam War. He wasn't actually in Vietnam. He was based at RTAB Nakhon Phanom. But family lore tells us that while he was over there and my mother was back in, I think it was either Arkansas or Louisiana, I'm not sure where she was staying by herself at the time, she repelled boarders. That is, there was someone who was messing around at the house trying to break in. Maybe he thought the house was empty. Maybe he didn't. Don't know. Don't care which. We just know that Mom stopped him in his tracks with a shotgun. No one was injured from what I understand, but it's amazing how fast people leave when a shotgun starts when the homeowner starts blasting away with a shotgun, especially when it's just a little Mexican woman. You still get out of Dodge pretty fast. The second thing I remember, and I want to share with everyone here, was the time we were visiting Washington, D.C. I was definitely there for this one. And she she saw an anti-nuclear protester outside the Reagan White House at the time, and she decided, you know what? Nah. And I think she started the conversation with, get a job, you damn communists. And I think the conversation ended with my dad physically restraining her and pulling her away from starting an actual physical fight with the woman who was protesting. Split wood, not atoms, was the sign she had out front. And we miss you, Mom. Anyway, with that said, and this is something that only the son of a Mexican woman can confirm, it appears that her intervention has cleared out the system problems we were having here. So let's get back to the game. There we are. So where we left off the last time was we hit the beaches here. This was not, theoretically, this was not where we were supposed to be. I know the game was designed to play this scenario as it is. So we had first squad under the command of Lieutenant Thompson, who is wet behind the ears, to say the least. And he hit the beaches, had his men climb the mountains here, and they swung around and they took out an anti-tank gun that was sitting here. Now, his men are the most experienced and certainly the most elite of the soldiers that are in the first platoon here. But that said, second squad had a little bit of problems. They kind of lost the mojo a little bit there, and because they were the ones who were actually supposed to make the assault, and they kind of. I'm sorry, the first squadron was the one that did it. First squadron kind of lost their mojo there, and I'm not sure why. They were the ones that just came back from R&R. Maybe they were the ones. Maybe that's why they're still on vacation. And then so third squad, who truly are the go-getters here, swung around and took it down. Now, the one thing I'm thinking, though, is I noticed that first squad, and I didn't do this because they went on R&R, first squad still has 3 casualties. They are down 3 men at this point. So, and that's a -3. So maybe that's the problem. Net morale is only 11 for them, it looks like. Whereas if I go to here, and this is net morale is 15, which is apparently the max. And second squad just had a little bit of suppression. Net morale is 10. I didn't expect them to make the attack. They were the ones who are doing the pinning. I'm going to have to deal with them, so we're going to have to rally them, I think, at the beginning of the next turn. That's fine. The idea for these guys is to go straight up the gorge that we discovered here. Keep ourselves hidden, basically. Keep the most freshest, most elite troops there. Swing them around, have them hit this guy up at the top. Whatever they have here, the fresh troops are going to hit them up there. And then we can just come back and destroy the rest of them. Hit them from the north. Why not? While in the meantime, we've got our machine gunner squadron here. We have our machine gunner platoon here, and then we have Lieutenant Wilson and Lieutenant Dearborn with their guys, and they're actually making some progress up here. Although these machine gun nests up here with clear line of sight down are going to be nasty to have to deal with. I think. I'm not sure what I want to do with them looking at that now. We could destroy this squad right here, and it looks like we're going to have to because there's a victory hex there. But these guys might end up skirmishing a lot until we can figure out what to do. Until we can figure out if our left flanking squad is going to actually make good progress. Hopefully they will, and that'll solve the problem for us. Lieutenant Dearborn is kind of down a squad at the moment. Third platoon really got reamed by both mines and these 2 squads opening up on him. I was trying to sneak him around over this way. I should have just kept going through the low land instead of going right over the top. But so that was a definite mistake, and third platoon paid the price for it. All right, let's see what we're gonna do next, though. Let's end the turn. Game saved. Let's go. I guess the captain still has an order left, but he's not going to do anything else with this. I think we're done. 17 turns left. The naval rounds begin to pummel the swath of land north of the town. Shift fire to the Italian bunker to the east. The artillery fire. I mean, if we actually could get them to do these things, that's fine. Let them keep pounding north of town. Interesting. Or the trenches. I assume they mean... Shift fire to the Italian bunker. I assume they mean the trenches over here. Oh, the bunker. Oh. Yeah. Shift it. Why not? Let's keep just blooping everybody here. May keep them guessing is what we're doing, too. Interesting. Wonder why. Oh, that's why. Navy's still hitting these guys up here. That's fine. I noticed that this house is on fire. Nice. Nice graphics, guys. Okay. Lieutenant Thompson. He's got a little suppression there. Battalion on radio. They want scout out for big gun, firing on beach. We've already taken care of that, so unless there's more, we already got that covered. It always feels good to be ahead of things. Yeah. Take out the... Yeah, of course we already took it out. Prestige. All right, he's going to rally these guys. What? No need, no suppression. Oh, crapola. I thought I had these guys. What? That doesn't make sense. They did need it. They were suppressed or something was going on with them. Navy's shifting fire. Excellent. What? Why are these guys stranded here? We can't move? Ah. Alright, the captain. Tell the captain to get these guys moving here. The naval bombardment is about to lift. Keep hitting them. Busy. 75 millimeter needs to finish. Fine. Shoot! Oh, shoot! They knew we were there, huh? All right, you Italians. That's the way you want to play it. These guys are going to keep pushing north. Over the river and through the woods. Over the river and through the woods. That's a nice one. That was good. To grandmother's house we go. Okay. Looking through here. Those guys really made a lot of progress here. That's great. So the next question, inevitably, is Wow, those guys are making a lot of progress, and I predict they'll be able to get up there really fast. In fact, so fast that they might want to they might leave those guys hanging there for a minute while the rest of them catch up. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do there. Now the question is, what do I do about this cluster over here? First things first, Lieutenant Wilson. Yeah, I know Lieutenant Wilson isn't reading around. Go ahead, flip him over.
Stay on line. Watch your fire! Noi tireremo dritto.
Yeah, Italians are trying to rally. Go ahead, guys, as you like. From above. Ah, these sons of bums.
Sparagli! Spara tutti!
Para tutti. Para tutti.
Get the PAR up here. Watch your fire. Return fire. Keep moving.
All right, Lieutenant Stern.
On your right, on your right.
Bolster your men.
Hit 'em hard. Keep your heads down.
From above. Now we could definitely... Here's the thing. We're going to open fire on these guys. Nice. From above.
Keep it up. Keep your heads down.
You know, if it's just these two machine guns... If it's just these two machine guns, then we should keep them down. Keep firing on them. Maybe we'll get somebody.
Keep moving. Don't give 'em an inch.
Don't give him an inch. That's right. Okay. We're playing games with him. That worked fine.
Watch your flag. Hit the dirt.
In the meantime...
Watch your fire. Take aim!
Excellent.
Take cover!
Excellent.
On your right! Hit him hard!
You know what? Not going to waste the time on that, which is a pity, but that's all right.
Don't give him an inch! Move up! Hey ya, ah la la!
Hey, yeah, la, la, la. I like the way that sounds. That's just funny. That's fun. All right, Wilson, let's do this.
Hit the dirt! Keep firing!
Okay, we got to rally these men, so let's do it.
We're up!
Come on, men.
Move up! Keep it up! Keep moving!
Can we make it there? You're not suppressed or anything. No, you're not. All right. Flank him.
Fire!
Rightly done. Rightly so.
Keep your heads down.
So, Lieutenant Wilson. That's all right. Lieutenant Wilson, which is the only one I need going here. He's going to run for the border.
Shift fire!
Crap! Well, they just saw him. They didn't open up. All right, good. He's going to bolster these men.
Hit 'em hard.
Hell, you think this is bad?
Hail! Hail, yeah! They say the same thing. I'm going to get bored of saying that eventually. Run for it, baby. Oh, can you actually take that?
Get the BAR up here.
Can you actually take that?
Keep firing.
Can you actually take that?
We're taking fire. Hit the dirt.
I mean, is that stupid?
Stay down.
'Cause I'm looking at this. They're spent. They're spent.
On your right. On your right.
Fuck it.
Move up.
Pick it up. Let's get those bastards.
Why the hell not? Shoot.
Walk off. Get the BAR up here. Get the BAR up here. Hit him hard. Stay down. Take cover.
That's the Italian bunker.
Keep moving.
That's the place where just transferred the naval guns to hit, right? Bunker there, right?
Go.
All right. Well, that's too bad they actually saw them there, but whatever. They took a pot shot at them. I don't think they hit anybody, but those guys are kind of rattled, which means that LT Wilson is going to have to head up there, get them all sorted soon. Well, in the meantime, these guys actually should be able to take down that squad right easily soon thereafter. These guys are a problem, but actually the captain's got the machine gun nest there. You just have them open fire again on them. Call it, keep them pinned.
Keep it up. Watch your flank.
Return fire.
And I think we might just do that. We might just do that next here.
Take cover.
Oh, blocked line of sight, son of a bum.
Move up. Keep firing.
All right.
Keep moving. Watch your fire. Hit him hard.
Yeah, you can't see there, unfortunately. Good position for that squad to be in.
Keep it up.
It's too bad they're fresh, too.
On your left. Go, go,
All right,
go.
we're going to end Wilson's turn.
Watch your fire.
MC risk exposed fire. What does that even mean? Darn it!
Fuoco di soppressione.
Shoot.
Take cover. Reloading.
We might have to have these guys pull back with all this crap happening to them up here, but maybe Lieutenant Dearborn.
Keep firing.
Need bolsters. What do you mean no bolster action available? Bolster?
Keep firing. Watch your flank! Keep your heads down! Get the BAR up here! Keep it up!
That's cool.
Keep firing!
Dearborn bolsters the troops. Yeah, they're gonna need that. They come over and they take that guy there. They take the... Oh, they'll take
Stay
the
down.
action hacks. That's 1, 2, 3. Bolster. The captain might be able to get him to go up. Alright.
Watch your flank!
Luckily, Dearborn only has 2 squads, so it keeps it easy.
Take cover! Ship fire! Stay on line!
Contact!
Get the BAR up here! Get the BAR up here! Move!
Can we bolster this guy or what? Did we not bolster him already? No, he's bolstered. Oh, he needs rallied. That's the problem. Shoot.
On your right! On your right! Ship fire! Watch your fire!
Maybe Lieutenant should head back and rally that squad. Ugh.
Stay on line!
Head for it. Do it.
Keep it up!
First objective seized.
Cover!
Do it, guys.
Come on! Watch your fire!
With me! Squad and lieutenant leader surrenders. I like that.
Get the BAR up here!
Can we make it up there? Lieutenant. Oh, that's lieutenant leader. Crap. That means he can call in. Shoot.
Keep moving!
Can these guys keep going? The answer is they can, but that's too far. Shoot. All right.
Stay down! Get the BAR up here!
Contact!
Keep your heads down! Get the BAR up here! Get the BAR up here! Hit 'em all! Tell my wife I love her. Go! Go! Go!
Go, 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 go. I love hearing these. These sound effects are so minimalist and yet surprisingly fun to listen to. Get these guys moving up. I'll leave you there for right now.
Return fire!
Okay, we'll hold you there.
On your left! On your left! Move up!
I feel like I better make a decision about what I want Captain St. John to do here. Because right now, he can't cite anything worthwhile. These two squads here could be taken down easily if I had a squad, and unfortunately I'm sending everybody into this left hook. I'm sending my best men into this left hook, which is taking them off the line. I'm wondering if I should have Lieutenant Thompson and first squad maybe handle these guys here while these two kind of go off on their own, but then that's kind of no, that's ruined the whole thing. So what we'll do instead is Lieutenant Thompson will go with the men. First squad will cleave over to the captain and be at his disposal while Lieutenant Thompson takes these two up here. That's the way to do that, yeah. Kind of an ad hoc force for the captain. Maybe that's what I should have planned from the beginning. In the meantime, can these guys move at all? No, they sure can't. I do not want to send the captain to... Why can the captain not move at all?
Keep your heads down.
What can he hit? Ooh. Ooh, I didn't know you saw that. Yeah, hit there. Surprised. They were surprised to get mortared.
Keep your heads down.
There's machine gun.
Watch your fire.
Can we hit somebody? Come on, hit somebody. What a shame. Recon by enemy. Alright. Alright, hang tight, Wilson's men up north. Oh. I do not want to lose any more men than I have to here. The Navy has yet to shift fire from north of the town to the bunker. Great. No additionals. Yeah. let's not we know what we asked them to do. Let them enact it. They haven't enacted it yet. In the meantime, as long as they're not hitting my men, let them continue to send, hot lead and cold, or I guess hot steel over the enemy. It's fine. Okay with that. Are we done? We're done? All right. Fine.
Keep your heads down.
Lieutenant Thompson. Get your butt moving, kid. Only Lieutenant Thompson, that's right. More naval gunfire. Man. Hate to be on the receiving end of all that. Man, I wish I could just rally from the next... Okay. We need to rally these guys. So we will.
Let's see them off.
Let's see them off, he says.
Incoming!
Dang! Frackin' Navy. Hey, Frank. He turned to see Patterson point off to the side. Are those our guys? Hey, yeah. It doesn't take you long to see what they're seeing. A handful of figures in olive drab well behind the rest of their squad. With every movement, they prove to be a little further back. When the squad pauses, the same men halt and take a little longer to get going than anyone else. Being behind the front line is probably exactly what they want. What gives, First Sergeant? How could they get out of class early? They get a football game or something? Why, those yellow malingerers. Captain! Permission to run those bastards down and beat some goddamn sense into them. Do whatever it takes. All right, but no rough stuff. We're at war here. We don't want to. Okay. Denied. I need you here. All right, but no, do whatever it takes. Squads will suffer a large morale penalty, no reduced strength in the next scenario. Denied. I need you here. Let the stragglers go. Reduce strength next scenario. I mean, that seems to be the min-max way to do it, right? Permission to run those bastards down and beat some goddamn sense into them. I'm thinking either 1 or 3. I'm not gonna. This middle road, I don't think is good. That way we get lower morale and less strength. I don't like that. I'll do the morale penalty. Whatever. Grant stalks off with a pair of balled fists and a drill sergeant's grimace. You watch him as he chases down the laggards like a jaguar stalking his prey. He shouts something at the stragglers. One of them shouts something back. Grant decks the man with one hand, drags him up by the scruff of his neck with the other before shoving him toward the rest of his outfit. The malingerer gets the message. So do the others. Before long, your first squad sergeant is heading them back toward their squad. Malingerers. Mortars fire up to 24 hexes. If everything seems to be out of range, move them up. All right. Didn't know that. Fair enough. Suppression. They've been suppressed. Keep moving up. The horse or something is something or something and something and something and something. Shut up, you apes! Captain's speech really worked. Efficient hustle. Nice. That paid off somehow. Did it? Hey, we lost a suppression. That's good. Didn't know you could lose suppression. Now we need the LT to get these guys moving ASAP. Actually, they'll probably take the same route. I think these guys are going to hang tight up here for a little bit. But in the meantime, Thompson's done. These guys are going under direct orders of Captain St. John. Captain's going to bolster these guys. What? Why are what was all the red thing going on there? What was that?
Watch your fire! Watch your fire! Ship fire!
Captain's ordering these guys to get blooped, and so bloop they shall be.
Watch your fire!
Nicely done.
Keep your heads down. Reloading.
Guess we could have spent a captain order, but I don't think I want to do that.
Your heads down. Too tough. Keep your heads down.
Shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake, but okay. Hell of a thing.
Watch your fire. Stay down. Don't give them an inch.
That was a logistical mistake on my part. Now the captain's down, but so we're not going to take this turn, I guess. That's all right.
Keep firing. Shift fire.
Blocked line of sight. Crapola. What can he hit? Not those guys. What?
Fire.
We're taking fire.
Can't make it there. Can't make it. That's all right.
Watch your flank.
Lieutenant Stern or Bombardment? No. No sport assets left. That's a shame.
On your left.
But he can order these guys to...
Let's call the tune.
Was that a grand order or a... Oh, come on. That shouldn't have been a grand order. This was Stern's turn.
Get the BAR up here. Get the BAR up here.
Hit the BAR up here.
Keep your
Hit him
heads
again.
down. Hit the door. Keep moving.
End that round and lead around.
Hit the door.
They're taking fire. Man, they can hit from there.
Hit him hard.
Kill those guys.
Watch your fire.
No, they can't make it there just yet.
Go, go.
So we're going to go to Dearborn's turn. I'm sorry, we're going to go to Wilson's turn next. He's going to go straight. He's going to have to just run for it.
Stay down.
He's got to rally those guys.
Shit.
Dang it!
just like training.
It's just like training, man. Don't let it get you. Don't let it get to you.
Reloading. Keep it up. Keep moving.
Darn it. Blessed Mary.
Keep your heads down. Keep your heads down. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Move, move. Keep your heads down.
It's all right.
Non fermarti.
It's exactly what I wanted them to do. Already taking cover. All right. Shoot. Fire. Sun on a beach. Good. 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 Shoot.
Sparagli. Spara tutti.
Shoot, shoot, shooty, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Fuoco di soppressione.
All right. Hang tight, Wilson. Hang tight. You guys are going to pull back out of that, I think.
Shift fire.
Shift fire. Lieutenant Dear Bow. One.
We're taking fire.
Two.
Go, go, go.
Bolster.
I trust I may rely upon you all.
Shift fire.
Earn trust 154. I like that. Exact XP.
On your left, on your left.
Yes, you're actually taking the smart route for the first time ever in the history of MasterChef here. Broken crates.
Drag out.
Bada bing, bada boom. Squad and acting lieutenant surrenders. Bye bye. Hope to see you soon. Dearborn and the Italian. Third platoon isn't moving. After that assault on the Italian position, the veterans have gone to ground. Think something happened to Dearborn? First Sergeant Grant asks as he notices your consternation. We're getting good radio reception right now. Or we could send a runner over or wait for Dearborn or his sergeant to tell us what happened. Dearborn is taking an enemy officer prisoner. Captain expends all orders. Communication is here. You know what? The captain's already out of orders, basically, so send a runner. Why not? You have Grant send JJ PFC Jacks out. It's only a JJ. I guess JJ was JJ, yeah, comma, PFC Jacks. You send JJ PFC Jacks out. It's only a few minutes later that JJ scampers back. Lieutenant Dearborn is a prisoner, Captain. An Italian major, and let me tell you, he's getting some interesting stuff out of him. He's confirmed that we're up against the 207th Coastal Defense Battalion, and that their orders are to hold us off until the armored counterattack hits. We suspected all that already. Guess that securing the road just got really important. Dearborn regains 2 orders. even chance of getting reconnaissance, Dearborn gains a little bit of suppression. Very high chance of gaining reconnaissance. Dearborn gains a lot of suppression. So basically, we're going to have to rally him next turn, is what that effectively means. Interrogate him extensively. Do it. Dearborn may interrogate the prisoner as he deems fit. Okay, Captain. I'll tell him the good news. And he goes off, and off he goes to do just that. You have a feeling that Dearborn will turn up something important. You can only hope that Dearborn will turn up something important. Was that supposed to be like that? Interesting. Just juxtaposition of whatever, yeah. These guys have any suppression? Oh, no. Escape. They have no suppression. We could just take out that next guy and call it a day here. Or... no leadership available. Son of a son of a... You know, if we take these guys out now... I do not want them to be out of position, though. They can stay right there for right now. We're okay. I'm more worried about losing traction over here. All right. Call it.
Col duce fino alla morte.
15 turns left. All right. Let them keep pounding the bunker. If he has a fire plan, you have a firefight. Damn right. Nice. Exactly where I wanted you to head. Be nice if they could hit these guys up here, I'll be frank, but that's all right. I'll start with Thompson. Bolster your men.
Just keep at it.
Just keep at it, he says.
Come on.
Nice. Naval bombardment's about to lift, is it? Nice. 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 Hit that AT gun. Thank you. Be nice if you hit Lieutenant Leader there. They do have a casualty, no stress. Bit of an XP mod. No combat fatigue. All right. That said, we're gonna push them up a little bit. Like, I don't know what you guys have planned for us there, but we're just going to bypass it with our strongest troops. What can he see? Can only see to that fence. Don't know what's on the other side of it. Son of a bum.
Don't give him an inch.
Don't give him an inch, he says. Actually, can they? They're already kind of there. Can they just?
Give him an inch.
Yeah, we'll take him. Do it.
On your left. On your left.
And Lieutenant Leader. Nice. Goodbye, Lieutenant Leader. Scattered books, pages torn. Alright. Can you hit those guys? Failed weapons range, huh? On the outro hand,
Move fast! Stay low!
Captain's gonna go up to here. Yeah. First Sergeant Grant taps your shoulder and points. You turn to see two of your men on their way over. Between them, they carry a gangly weapon, an Italian machine gun. We took this here gun, Captain, Private Cooper says. Hot off the press, Private Holt says. It is a Breda 30, an Italian light machine gun. The Breda 6.5mm proved itself to be a poor light machine gun for the Italians. It used 20-round charging clips often made of cardboard and was subject to numerous failures that would often render it unusable. Loyalty. Prestige. Yeah. Nickel Company took it. Nickel Company gets to keep it. Doesn't matter what the regulations say about shipping that stuff back home. Grant pointedly clears his throat as you contemplate that. I'll have Sergeant Washington take it apart. That way it's safe for local inspection. Ah. Don't die, Captain. Come on. Crud, man. So clearly we need to clear out of that zone. It's Lieutenant Leader up here that's causing these problems. I mean, I guess we could press those guys to attack. No, 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 no. Now he bolsters them. They'll move up to there, and then they can take him the next round, I guess. Dearborn needs to rally himself first. 'Cause he's busy interrogating. What? No, second squad apparently took some rally too, I guess, huh? Alright, well, they're not going anywhere. Fine. What have you. Can these guys do any fracking thing? They can fall back. Suppressed 9-6. Well, at least I can move again, finally. I guess there's that. That's a problem. I didn't expect second squad to take the rally. I thought they were still going to have some orders left, and I was thinking about bolstering them and then having the captain order them out. I can always send the captain down here to bolster them and see if he can get them up to the top. Of course, the problem is once I take the machine gun out, then... What about Wilson's men? Can they move around? How are they looking? They're suppressed a little bit. Yeah, see, they're not going to be too good. They need to get taken off the line there. Because these guys are just hammer, 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 hammer constantly. Luckily, the machine gun is... And of course, they still have guys over here, which I haven't bothered dealing with yet. So, I think what we'll do next is this. These guys suppressed it all. Yeah, a little bit. Son of a bum. So move him here. No, no line of sight. Cannot see it. If I move him here, he'll be within firing range of the machine gun and probably get hit. So I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. But what I am going to do is move him. Here's the thing. Do I want... I'm going to move Dearborn's guy this way so that he's more in position with Dearborn. Wait. But first... Bloop him. Good. On their own initiative, they're going to hit him. And Lieutenant Machine Gun Leader surrenders. There we go. That's more like it. So securing the road is the key. And look at that. We got a squad up there. We got something there. And these two victory hexes. All right, our men are spent. I think we're going to call it there. I'm going to be right back. I need to step out for one moment. I'll just put on the usual commercial. All right, we're back. Even delivery guys work on Sundays nowadays. That's great. All right, I think we're done, Mr. Dearborn. Let's proceed to Lieutenant Wilson. Ha!
L'Italia non può cadere.
All right, you're trying to do something here. I see that.
On your left. On your left. Reloading. Move up.
They're both falling back this way. We could attack.
Keep it up.
Too far. Yeah, that's not going to work. So no, we're not going to try any of that.
Shift fire.
They're going to shift over to the right. No, actually, they're not going to shift to the right.
Contact.
Wilson's going to bolster these men.
Contact.
And he's going to order them to hit Lieutenant Leader. Shoot. Fire.
Give them hell.
Give him hell, boys. I love that guy.
Keep moving.
Nice. Discarded horse saddle. Okay.
Go, go, go. Keep your heads down.
Oh, you guys are spent already, huh? Not too much more to do with them. Here, let's demoralize Lieutenant Leader a little bit.
Stay down.
I'm gonna rally them. Those mines. All those mines. Yeah, chill, guys. Chill. It's cool. Stern's gonna hold tight there. Nothing more to do. Captain St. John. I got two options here. I could try to. I think those guys are just done. They're out of the fight. But Captain St. John is gonna sneak up. He's gonna park himself on top of Dearborn's army here. Sixth sense reveal. Excellent. Excellent. This will also give him line of sight so that he can bring hell in the form of mortars down on that anti-tank gun. All right. Call him.
Keep moving.
Keep moving. Will end turn, not just this round. 14 turns left. Naval gunfight. Let them keep pounding. I want that bunker destroyed, and I want Navy guns to do it so I don't have to. Come on, guys. Bloop them. There you go. Like, over to the left a little. Your other left. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got your number, AT gun. Oh, you look fresh. Aw, they got a little bit of stress. They're stressed out from all that. That's too bad. That's a real pity, isn't it? All right, Thompson, I need you guys to get your butts in gear here. Bolster, bolster. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go!
Let's go. Let's go. We good? All right. Carry on. Go crashing through the grounds here. Come on, LT. I mean, looking at this, and reality is that We probably could have gone straight up the road. But I like the fact that these guys are totally off the map. The enemy does not see them at all. And maybe they will take them by surprise and they just start charging out of the forest right at this little compound here, whatever this happens to be. Maybe that'll actually help. At the very least, they'll be coming up from here. Make sure they keep this building blocking line of sight from here. Right? Yeah, whoever's here is not going to be able to see them approach right in this blind spot. So that's good. Whereas if they were coming up the road, he'd obviously be able to see them pretty nicely coming down that way. So there's that. That's something, right? That's something.
Hit the dirt!
Crud. Someone had their number, apparently. Darn, the machine gun. I'm glad we cleared that out. Glad we got the captain. We got me out of there. .8mm machine gun. Lieutenant Leader and his squad. Keep going up. Yeah, they can see you all right. .8mm machine gun. Where is this mortar that they're hitting us with? I mean, we could just take that. Maybe. Wilson bolsters, shoots. St. John rallies, attacks. We're all on the ridge.
Captain needs everyone now.
Hit the dirt.
That's not too far, is it? First squad, third platoon. They can do it. Can they hit them? Yes, they can. The BAR. They do it. Too far. No, they can't. Too far. All right. Open fire. Keep up your fire. Keep up your fire.
Fire! Hit him hard.
The more other leaders we take out, the better we do, I notice. So,
Get the BAR up here. Stay down. Stay on line.
hit him.
Keep firing.
You assholes! I loved it.
Non fermarti.
All right. See what happens here. We may have to pull him back. Ah, son of a son of a.
Watch your fire.
Captain's gonna press them.
Hit him hard.
Gather up.
Move, you mummies.
Walk off. Get the BAR up here.
Dang it. They're out in the middle and exposed. What are we gonna do here? I was hoping they would make it to that trench work over there, but they sure as heck did not. Open fire on those guys. At least keep their heads down.
Keep firing. Keep it up.
Darn
Don't
it.
give him an inch.
No.
Go, go, go. Take cover.
The men are waiting.
The men are waiting for you.
Move up.
Move up, you minis. I'm hot. I'm hot. Standing down from Dearborn's men right now. Man, those guys are gonna get torn to pieces. Tire tracks.
Shift fire! Move up!
We're moving up. Trying to. I was hoping that that little scenario about malingerers involved this squad down here, that Grant was just going to go kick their butts and get them back into action, but I suppose that was too much to hope for here.
On your left!
And they got a little bit of suppression. We're going to bolster them anyway.
On your right! On your right! Keep it up! Tell my wife I love her.
Got a little bit of suppression. Can they take that guy freaking down?
Keep your heads down!
Let's try it. Let's just try it.
Firing!
Just like training.
Oh.
Stay down! Hit him hard!
Guess not.
Hit the dirt!
All right. Lieutenant's going to go retrieve his other men while those guys hold the line. They're not going to be able to do too much, and the captain can keep them bolstered.
On your left! On your left! Keep firing!
I think we're going to need those guys, unfortunately. Yeah, they can't. They're not moving at all. Tis what it is.
Fire! Stay on line. Shift fire!
Can these guys do anything? We can't move them forward. Can't move them that way. We can move them there. Go ahead. At least you can see over to there. Give us a clue about something.
Shift fire! Conduce fino alla morte!
13 turns left. Naval gunfire continues to seek the enemy bunker. Keep. Yes. Keep it going.
Hit him hard!
Bum, bam, 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 bam. Actually, no. He needs to rally, doesn't he? Yeah.
We're going back in.
Yes, sir. Keep it going. Lieutenant's going to scout a little on his own. Scheiße. Stop. 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 Shoot. Oh, Thompson, why did you not stop there? Oh, hell.
On your left. On your left.
Bolster those guys.
Move up.
We'll find the best way.
Don't give him an
Let's
inch.
go!
Watch your fire. Watch your fire. Move, move.
We take over. We can shoot at them.
Watch your flank. Get the BAR up here. Move, move. Don't give him an inch. Credere, obbedire, fuoco di soppressione.
Fuoco di suppressione.
Fuoco! Take cover. Watch your flank. Go.
Fuoco di suppressione.
Keep firing. On your right, on your right.
Did we hit there?
Watch your fire.
Let him have it.
Your flank. Watch your flank. Hit the dirt.
Do it.
Keep your heads down.
Get down!
Come on.
With me! Charge!
Charge! Yeah, take that, Lieutenant Leader.
Take cover. On your right. On your right.
Take their leaders out. Carry on, men! A runner, not one of yours, comes racing over. Captain, Item Company sent me. We've got to have your mortars. No, the mortars are keeping my men alive. Negative, negative, negative.
Frag out.
Dearbo, you got one more thrust in you here? Because here we go. Too far. That is too far from a man. On the other hand, you could press them. You could press them for 2 orders. Can you shoot at them at least? Yes, you can.
Watch your fire.
We'll come back to you.
Stay on line.
These guys hit him. Failed weapons range. Can these guys hit him? Yes, they can. Especially with the bolster from the captain, right? Pour it on him.
Keep firing. Shift fire.
You cocksuckers.
Go, go, go.
Too far. Really? What is so messed up about that? Well, you know what? None of this too far nonsense. You're just going to open up on them right there. Son of a whore! Dearbo? Well, we'll get to you in a moment.
Watch your flank. Keep your heads down.
Lieutenant's going to rally these guys because we need them.
Push hard.
Push hard, man. And the lieutenant's moving.
Shift fire.
I'm going to press these guys to get one more order out of them. Come on, man.
Stay on line.
Stay on target. What?
Right. Watch your fire.
Unavailable? Oh. Because he's spent. The captain's not, though.
On your left.
Can you make it there in one go? Nope.
Move up. Keep moving.
What the heck? I thought I ordered the captain to...
Don't give him an inch.
What the heck? Alright, this is getting a little bit chancy for me. Right. Why can't we move? We've got 2 orders here.
Move, move.
Oh, this is really ticking me off here. Take command. Why not? Weird.
Come on.
Do it. Take them out. Hold them. Another goddamn rush. Squad and acting lieutenant surrenders. More Italians going down.
Shift fire. Hit him hard.
Right on, gun. Right on. So basically, turn 9 will take 1. Oh man. Can't believe that. Those guys are going to kick him out. Dang. They're going to Lieutenant Thompson is captured, basically. Like, okay, stop. They're shooting at you. That means you've been spotted. Run the other way, Lieutenant Thompson. Oh. Yeah. Oh, well. Well, that presumably means someone else will just become the leader, right? Oh, shoot. It means our naval guns are going to hit this over here. Oh, well. Okay. Yeah, watch. Our Navy guns are going to take out Dearborn. That'll be awesome, right? Hey. More naval gun in fire.
Keep firing. Move, move.
All right, so the captain's got one more move in him here.
Keep your heads down.
Didn't we bolster them? No, we sure didn't.
Go, go, go. Stay on line.
All right, that's that. She fires straight north along the northern road. Please stop firing over here. Dang. Any others? All right. Blocked line of sight. How far can Lieutenant Thompson run? Oh, he can run back and grab these guys. That's what he's going to do then.
Non fermarti.
Just run. Run, baby, run. Don't stop. Don't stop. I told you not to stop. We're going to burn some of the captain's orders here.
We're the 7th.
We are the 7th. hit there? Do it. Oh, Christ.
Get it done.
I can just see Lieutenant. Guys, they're right there. Get them.
Cover!
Someone's shooting at you now. Someone sees you there, clearly. I should have left them. I should have left Lieutenant right there. Shoot. I wasn't thinking too hard there, apparently. Not hard enough, anyway. There they are. There's the son of a bum. Right there.
Sparagli! Spara tutti!
Oh, no.
Come on.
Yeah, why is it always you guys? That's a good question. Whew. That settled that. Second objective, C.
Not like this.
Out there. Not like this, he says. Well, we moved up to a minor defeat as far as mission objectives go. Excellent. Excellent. What this is telling me is I think there's someone here. There was someone stationed here near this victory objective, this victory hex, and that is fine. We did not lose Lieutenant Thompson. He's taking a moment in the woods right now. That's fine. It's all right. Let me just catch my breath, man. It's all right. It's gonna be great. Change my underwear. I'm surprised that the Italians didn't just attack. Maybe they just didn't have the initiative yet. Okay. Or what have you. Maybe they already moved. I don't know. I would have moved them. It's like these guys are just going to come and sweep you out. That's kind of weird. Captain St. John is going to bolster these men in the meantime.
Take cover.
Come on.
Come on! He's going to move there. The captain, I said,
Take cover.
going to move here, and he's going to rally deer bows. Shh. Scouts out, a lull in the fighting. We got what battalion asked for, Captain, at least so far. We could keep pushing, but the follow-up waves could just take over. Scenario ends with a minor defeat. I mean, what do you mean minor defeat? If we took the objective, at least so far, we could keep pushing, but the follow-up waves could just take over. Wow. Scouts out. Like, I don't like the fact that it says this is going to be a minor defeat, you know? It's like, come on. That's not cool. If we took the objective, how's it a defeat, right? I mean, come on, guys. That's not... Right? I mean, that doesn't seem awesome. Now I'm debating this. I I feel like we're going to win the thing. I also know that there's supposed to be Italian tanks coming over, but we're supposed to get tanks too. We have to mop this up. We can't. The Italians still hold too much. Every minute they delay the follow-up waves could be critical. Nickel must finish the job.
Walker!
Keep moving.
Captain's gonna rally.
Anyone want a speech?
Pass on that, Captain.
Keep moving.
Hey ya, ah la la!
Hey ya, la la la.
Watch your flank.
Ooh la la. Hey ya, loo la la.
Take cover. Hit him hard.
Picks up an apple. Nice. Third objective seized.
Keep your head down.
We could send him and have him take the thing. Or we could just move him right into this position here. Which is what we're going to do.
Hit the dirt.
Yeah, Thompson's men basically pivot south now.
Get the BAR.
Thompson's men pivot south. Take this. Dearborn gets this last flag here. St. John and his ad hoc force maybe proceed up to this one. And then Wilson's men sweep out the remains over here. I think that's how we're going to do that. All right. All right, Deerbo, you're done for now. Go ahead, open fire. See what happens.
Stay down.
Go slow.
Move.
Okay, sir. Horse droppings.
Keep your heads down.
Okay. Someone saw him for an instant. I wonder if it's this guy here.
Stay online. Keep firing.
Interesting.
Keep your heads down.
Return fire!
I'm gonna have these guys move this way just in case there is somebody that way.
Right. On your right.
Doesn't look like it. I think the machine gun's gonna take the flag. We don't even bother with Lieutenant Thompson's men.
Stay down.
I mean, I'm sorry, 3rd Squad. I know you guys are getting the hell kicked out of you, and that's just going to be what it is for right now. But
Get the BAR.
Captain's orders are going to the 1st Squad, 1st Platoon. He's going to order them. Start moving north.
Move.
Yeah,
Un po'
figures.
di soppressione.
Yeah, you Fuocos. You can Fuoc me.
Take cover.
Come on, R&R Platoon. Get into cover. There you go.
Keep your heads down.
The R&R Platoon. All right. At least we've gotten up to a draw. The Navy has yet to shift fire from the bunker to the road. Send no additional aid. Well, hey, at least we abandoned the place. That's it? That's all you're going to say?
Keep fire. Stay down.
Lieutenant Stern will bolster his men.
Brace those MGs!
You're just going to start there, and you're just going to keep moving right with the rounds. Do it.
Pin them down!
On your left.
Nice. Wow, get an XP for shooting. That's good. That's what you're supposed to do.
Stay online. Go, go, go!
All right. Take the objective.
Noi tireremo dritto.
Are you trying to rally, are you?
Keep firing! Get the BAR up here.
It's Dearborn. It is Lieutenant Dearborn's turn, I say, sir. Captain St. John's gonna bolster those guys.
Go full out!
Go full out!
Keep your heads down.
Lieutenant Dearborn will lead. Lieutenant Dearborn will lead. I confirmed.
Go, go, go! Move up! Stay online.
Can we hit him from here?
Stay online. Keep your heads down.
Field weapons range. Okay.
Keep
Just
moving.
first of the third.
Down!
Dang! Dang.
Keep moving. Move, move. Take cover. Keep firing.
Move. What's the score here?
Assault squad, forward!
Stay online.
Assault squad. Oh, no, go back. Just roll them up. Roll them up, guys. Here we go.
Frag out.
Gentlemen, follow me.
Keep moving, guys. 6 objectives seized. Already a minor victory here.
Eya, eya, ah la la.
Ooh ya, ooh la la. There they are. Fire for effect. Ooh. Do we still have to? Can we still bolster? Wipes bloody leaves.
Stay online.
Too far. Too far. That's a shame. But they can sidle on up to here.
Keep it up.
Damn you! Farmhouse. Door was wide open.
Hit him hard.
Just in case. All objectives secured, Captain. We can dig in and wait for the follow-up waves to relieve us. Dig in and wait for relief. Spot 4. Major victory, major victory. Loyalty earned 9, prestige earned 22. Landing area secure, very light casualties. Yeah, we're making this happen. We're winning. We're winning this war. Take that, ITIES. Out of action report. We'll finish the narrative, and then we'll call it.
There again, we hit the beaches in dark. I mean, it was always, it seemed like at nighttime when you'd go in there, and you didn't the confusion. You can't believe on an invasion how much confusion you could run into on account if everybody doesn't know where they're going to go, or somebody, maybe you run into a firefight or something like that, and some of those guys get pinned down, and you're supposed to be going over here to do this, and it's something else.
It's something else.
Once you get in and get situated where you know where each outfit is or what you got, so you know when to advance forward, why this is all right. So
Makes sense. Makes sense. Black smoke from the smoldering town drifts over the ravaged Sicilian landscape. Major victory. 4 furthest objectives secured. 3 additional objectives also secured. Men, major victory. Less than 10% casualties. First platoon marches forward. Private Roberts pauses to scoop up a little stone. If you think you need rocks, I think I saw a few on the beach. Oh, I already got one of those. Just wanted one from inland. Guess you got your pick of them. Everyone's too tired to laugh, but not to grin. Better look sharp, Captain. Looks like we got company and no small fry either. Sure enough, the figures draw closer. You recognize the now familiar face of Colonel Heinches, accompanied by only his aide. Captain, well done. The road is secure. Your capturing that major means we now got good intel on the area, and no one took a shot at me for the last little while. Reports say the Italians had an anti-tank gun nearby. That true? 3 guns up, 1 gun captured, sir. Utterly outstanding. I want all the juicy details for the report and paperweight for the general, because that is medal-worthy work if I've ever heard of it. A thunder of guns erupts. The shells scream overhead, falling inland. A dozen more landing craft are headed for the beach with follow-on waves, artillery, trucks, and tanks. Heinch's aide taps his watch where the colonel can see. Right. Our anti-tank platoon's coming in. They'll be deploying on our flank against the inevitable Italian or even German counterattack. But that won't be a problem because the highway is clear. Hold here until relieved. Understood? Yes, sir. The colonel gives you and Grant a nod, then strides back toward the beach. His aide follows silently in his wake. First Sergeant Grant turns to you. Nice to be appreciated, Captain. Guess we better see to the rest of it. It'd be hard to argue with that. The anti-tank guns show up a little while later, none the worse for wear. One by one, the crews dismount from their trucks and methodically set up their guns along the sides of the road. They aren't the only new arrivals either. A gaggle of figures comes up the highway. Not Americans, but Italians, fleeing from the 1st Division's landing at Gela, and the rest of 3rd Division's advance at Licata. They throw their hands up the second they see your men. Those who still have their weapons throw them away as if they were on fire. What starts as a trickle quickly turns into a flood. Before long, you're sending them to the rear in droves. You catch sight of Lieutenant Dearborn talking with an Italian major as they walk toward the beach. The enemy officer still has his sidearm, and the 2 soldiers from the 3rd platoon that flank him Harris and Marino don't seem to mind. Dearborn knows what he's doing. If Dearborn's taking a personal interest in that officer, perhaps even the very one he personally captured and interrogated, then there's good reason for that. Showing the men that you understand that can only increase their confidence in him as a leader. That in mind, you focus your attention on other things. Lieutenant Thompson stares intently at the despondent procession of men in gray-green as they are searched for booby traps and wine before they are led toward the beaches. From time to time, he makes a quiet tally with a pencil and matching notebook. Good God! That's 214 prisoners in the past 15 minutes. If the enemy keeps giving up like this, we'll be in Rome by Labor Day. Getting the hang of this. Doctrine plus 10. Acquires doctrine. Acquires compassion. Acquires compassion. We haven't faced real soldiers yet. Don't get overconfident. That gets men killed. We're getting the hang of this. We were lucky today. That's discourage him. Combat fatigue. Doctrine. Combat fatigue plus 20. Combat fatigue plus 20. Combat fatigue. And realism plus 2. You know what? We're getting the hang of this. You mean things were like this in Morocco? I figured, well, with the fighting being over in 3 days, the thing went smoother. I mean, the things went fine. No. Things hadn't exactly gone fine in Morocco. Though you at least won in the end. This time things were different. At least if the long trail of Italian prisoners heading rearward meant anything. Well, I guess that means things will only get easier from now on, huh, Captain? You can only hope. You sure it's such a good idea to encourage him like that, Captain? He keeps going like this, and he'll be in for one hell of a shock when things get tough. You disapprove, First Sergeant. I do, Captain. We keep egging him on. He's going to end up like one of those guys from the last war. The ones thinking they'd be home by Christmas and came back all full of scars and nightmares. God knows this war's bad enough without more of that. The minutes tick on. Your company digs into the Sicilian dirt as the sun rises and burns away the last vestiges of the morning mist. Other companies from your battalion push past, probing into the hills. The sound of furious fighting rises from the direction of Licata as the stream of surrendering Italians dries up. Aircraft and buzz overhead, too fast and too high to be recognizable. The air shakes with the deep boom of the big naval guns. Still, you, your men, and the AT guns face resolutely the other way, looking for any sign of the expected counterattack. It never comes. After an hour of nervous waiting, the order comes down from on high. Advance. Avanti. The closer a unit is to a tank, the better their chance to penetrate armor. That's what happened with our infantry in that tank. That was just awesome. Aid your men. What do we got here? Oh, I got Lieutenant Wilson, huh? Actually, Captain St. John. Got a bit of combat fatigue there. Discipline endures, huh? Doctrine by the book. Compassion, doctrine, idealism, huh? Yeah, he's getting scatterbrained a little bit. First squad, first platoon. We can't request any replacements, huh? That's the sense I'm getting here. Oh, I see. Experienced replacements. 3 prestige. Yeah, we got prestige. At least we got replacements. That's good. 165, 336, 258, 62. Need to reduce a little stress there. 121, 277. Yeah, boom, boom, up, boom. Second squad did well. I feel bad for those guys. They just sort of hung out and got kicked to the ground repeatedly. We'll give them a boost. Now they're at 500. They're at 405. 500. 440. And Dearborn. Dearborn's actually not bad now all of a sudden. Nice. 166, 221, 62. I'm going to give him a boost just because I want that mortar to be better than it is. I want him to have more opportunities to do things. No, we're out of replacements. All right, fine. Done. Oh, that's a claw. You know, I didn't realize that was a claw. I kind of want to change that, though. Can we change it to something else? It's like Warsaw Pact Star. Screaming Eagles. The bear. Oh, come on. He's the bear. Or he's the Thundercat. He's the Thunder. Yeah. He's the bear. Yeah, sure. I'll go with that. And that said, we are changing this back. Oh. Let him do it. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave it as is. Yeah, the bear. Lieutenant Wilson, he's the bear. The bears. All right. Well, we'll see where we're going next. And then I really do have to call it here. I can't believe it's already 6:15. Or 5:15. I've been playing this a while. It's easy to get sucked into this game, man. Talk about civilization, one more turn situations. Hey, look at that. This is the black bar cut off the picture, it looks like. Didn't quite line that one up right. Mr. Tanker here needed to move them up a little bit. Palma de Montechiaro. This is it. Okay.
General Patton's veterans of Tunisia make for the southwest. Units of Canadians, Australians, and French are taking part in the attack. Naval guns cover the landing. Tons of supplies and equipment are ferried ashore. At many points, troops waded in, surprised to find much less resistance than expected.
More marching in Sicily while we were marching through Sicily.
Some folks these days will tell you the Italians had no fight in them. Trust me, those folks are wrong.
The sun dips as Nickel Company marches down the road. A rifle cracks out and breaks up the rhythm of the Truscott trot again. Once more, the men leap into dusty ditches, rifles leveled at every suspicious shadow in an olive grove or lump in a field, but nothing comes of it this time. The Italians are retreating faster than the cotton balers can chase. Wish they'd just find us. Where are they going? They're going to Messina. They're falling back to Messina. They're going to hide behind the Hermann Goering Division. Just a prediction. The prisoners dribble back toward the beach. The wounded are paired with the lucky. As the sun dips down, the order finally arrives. Halt and dig in. Counterattack expected. You send runners to pass along the change in orders. Once word has come, you head out to personally review each platoon's position and how they support one another. Hurry up and wait, Lieutenant Stern grumbles. Like that parched little road to Casablanca all over again. All roads lead to Messina. Oh, shucks. I thought Morocco turned out great. Morris drawls in an overly pronounced southern accent as he and the rest of the first platoon dig in. Besides the sand and the fleas and getting shot at by the French, it was paradise. Our captain would agree. Well, he's just upset about the beach landing, Patterson replies. See, 1st Battalion have got to land first and have their pick of the pillboxes, left or right. A ripple of chuckles carries down the 1st platoon's line. The Italians fought hard on the beach, but not now. You note Lieutenant Thompson as he mixes amongst the platoon, chatting and listening in turn to each. His eyes go wide when he sees you looking at him. Anxiously, he hustles over. All set here, Captain. 1st platoon is... Well, they used to be yours, right? I mean, before I could polish any golden bars. Yes, I believe that was before. I mean, before... Rank doesn't necessarily equal wisdom. Of course not, Captain. What I meant was I'm looking after your men best I can. Keep an eye on Roberts, he can be unlucky. Okay. Don't let Crosley lose his BAR again. Morris and Patterson are all right, but only in small doses. Look after them. And listen to your sergeant. Look after them, and listen to your sergeant. Right, Captain. They sure do know what the men want. Lieutenant Thompson says that you can tell he accepts this wisdom reluctantly. Anything else, Captain? I imagine you have company matters to attend to. Well, he's right about that, even with Lieutenant McGuire recently attached as your XO helping out with the logistics. It is still hard to run a company during combat operations. Check up in Dearborn. Straight over. Remove negative ammunition events. Return to nickel companies. You know what? We're going to remove negative ammunition events. You find Stern by the shallow scrapes of his platoon's mortar pits, staring frustratedly at a pitifully small pile of rounds. Too many adverbs, guys. I'm just going to call that one. All the ammunition his platoon could carry off the beach. Captain, it's not enough. We need a truck or a jeep to haul enough ammo to make a difference. Go on. We just don't have enough gosh darn ordnance unless we get some more. I'm not sure how much of a difference these mortars are going to make. He's not wrong. A mortar without ammo is an expensive length of pipe. You think we should steal a truck? Local bears? Donkeys? Donkeys? If there were any. Saw a few as we were coming in. It was the gosh darndest thing. Crosley kept yelling to the man to get his ass off the beach, and everyone was laughing at that. You leave Stern to the ammunition. Right now, you can advocate for much more. Amid the dying light of the day, you find Lieutenant Colonel Heinches already at the command tent. He's not alone. There's a busted-up enemy machine gun and Nichols' armor, Tech Sergeant Arthur. The two peer down at a long metal strip dotted with cartridges and Italian ammo clip. Which is why they oil the cartridges, not the chamber, the Lieutenant Colonel asks. Know thy enemy. Yes, sir, and that oil gets it bad. Like wax and honey. Which leads it to jamming, all because of these charging clips. Italians are braver than I thought. Ah, Captain. I hope your time with the men was well spent. Your commander stands and fishes out an oil-stained map. He points at a town, circled in heavy pencil. Palma de Montichiaro. Italians have it for now. Tomorrow at 0430, 3rd Battalion, less your company, will swing in through these hills to the south, where elements of the 1st Battalion flank them from the north. Once both battalions make contact, Nickel will push through the town with the eventual objective of getting astride the road to Agrigento, cutting off their retreat. Indeed. Questions? Artillery? Not much. Most of what we have will be committed to the attack in the south. After all, if we don't drive them out of those hills, there isn't much point in taking the town, because we won't hold it long. What else? I know we're going to need more mortar rounds. I'll have some brought up. We'll stockpile them with battalion and bring the rounds forward at need. Given that you won't have anything bigger, I expect you'll need every one. What else? What about getting one of those Italian AT guns? Permission to recon. Barrel of hot coffee on the Jeep. What do I want? Coffee, recon, or an AT gun? Well, the AT gun matters if they're going to come in. They actually are going to have, if they're actually going to have tanks. Agrigento. Agrigento. Where is Agrigento? City near the southern coast of Italy. Oh. Wow, it's kind of further to the east. Or further to the west, further than I was thinking, but I guess we're right next to the Gulf of Gala, so why not? Stockpile them with battalion. Small positive events. Permission to recon the town? I remember we took lower morale before, so we're gonna hot coffee on the Jeep. Little blackstrap coffee to go with the men's cold breakfast? Absolutely. The Lieutenant Colonel departs. You get in touch with your counterparts in the other companies, hashing out lines of advance, mortar concentrations, and other dreary but necessary details. Preparations continue. Night. Fitful sleep. The harsh sun blares down, but the ground beneath your bare feet is cool. Somewhere in the distance, artillery booms, and the acrid scent of cordite mixes with the stench of death. It's all too familiar, as is the figure that steps near. Captain Lamb. It's good to see you again, even if this must be brief. At least let us hope it is brief. There is sorrow in his eyes and blood on his jacket. What is going on here? You've been through a lot, and that lot isn't over. Everyone takes it different. What's the worst part for you? A lot of my men go home feet first. They perish, you write letters, and replacement comes in, and that won't stop. You can't stop it, ever, because if you could, we wouldn't be having this talk. How do I handle it? Handle it like the others. You ain't the first, you won't be the last, but here's the trouble. What you need, you can't have. You're bleeding. Bleeding from your mind and from your soul. For you to heal, you need time to sort things out, but the war won't wait. The best you can do is slap on a bandage and try not to reopen old wounds. What was your solution? Didn't have one. Got shot, didn't need one. When I got my commission, my father took me aside and told me how proud he was, that I was going to continue the family tradition. Or one of the traditions, anyway. See, back in his day, he was an artilleryman and fought in France against the Germans. He directed a fire mission and got the numbers wrong. That happens. I know that. You know that. Even he knew that. But he couldn't change what had happened. Dead men stayed dead. The crippled didn't walk. The blind didn't see. He tried to make peace with it. Couldn't. Shouldn't. Bent himself out trying to make sure it didn't happen again. That kept him going. And it kept me going too, trying to lift his shadow. So what's going to keep you going? Had to be me. Somebody else might have gotten it wrong. Probably. That's how the army seems to work. He returns the gesture, a last flourish that is sure and sharp, even as the dream begins to fade. Yay, I lost combat fatigue. Yay, good dream. Sleep. An explosion, far too close, jars you wide awake. Somewhere outside, along the road, a fire burns. As you get up from your little cot, First Sergeant Grant pauses at the tent flap. Something had a mine down the road, Captain. Looks like one of ours. You motion for him to go ahead, while you pull your jacket on and grab your helmet. The flames are snuffed out by the time you approach a small crowd of GIs. Their small hand flashlights, fitted with red filters to dim the glow, dance about the silhouette of a smoky Jeep. The driver and passenger, miraculously sitting upright and whole on the roadside, are tended to by medics. Grant leaves the recovery crew to throw handfuls of dirt onto any sudden flares of flame and hurries back over. Could be worse. There's coffee all over. Miracle that the mortar rounds in the trailer didn't go off. Everyone's still talking. One of them in full-on Italian, if you can believe it. Get the men dispersed now. First Sergeant Grant gives orders to the enlisted men in a hissing whisper, and they quickly return to their units. Thankfully, the enemy's not on the ball, or else doesn't want to reveal their artillery positions. The medics hustle the wounded off to where you direct, your own tent. There's a lot to be stumbling about in the dark, to be done, until you get the flap closed up tight. When you turn up the lantern, you find a bloodied lieutenant and a grinning Sicilian farmer who could be his brother. Thanks, boss. Close one. Was it? Tell me. Just imagine the Jeep's point of view. Funny, boss. Ignacio Camara, 2nd Lieutenant, 7th Infantry Regiment, 3rd Battalion Translator. He cocks a glance toward the farmer. This is Fabione Falzone. He's been giving us directions. Hell of a guy. Local guide? Yeah. Fabiano came to us with information about the town, including its layout. Seems they dug up some of his bean fields and they laid the trenches, and that made him angry. Who are they? Militia forces. He turns to the farmer and asks a question in rapid-fire Italian. Fabiano's response comes and goes until two settle on a few consistent words. He keeps saying blackguards. I think he means bad men. Si, Guglielmo molto male. Fabiano then puffs himself up big and takes a few hulking stage steps around the tent. Militia, huh? Machine guns, mortars, artillery? The two exchange a few quick words. Fabiano shakes his head at the last two questions, waves dramatically, holds up a single finger, then it fires an intense explanation back. When the words end, he makes an odd twirling whistle. They have a few machine guns. Apparently the lieutenant's Italian doesn't cover war terminology. Maybe those old harmonica guns of them. No mortars he could see, no artillery. At least, there weren't any horses to pull the rigs and only one little car. You two related? We could be cousins. I got a few around here and the family ties are kind of tangled, and I might have suggested some connections to get Mr. Fabiano here talking. The lieutenant offers Fabiano a smile that the Sicilian farmer readily and infectiously returns. I take it Lieutenant Colonel Heinz sent you forward. He did. Wanted you to hear what Fabiano had to say for yourself. Oh, he also wanted some hot coffee delivered, which we did, mostly, and there were mortar rounds, too. The ride was working great before everything went to hell. What went wrong? Well, we went past your command post in the dark, and when Fabiano realized we were heading toward the bridge, he begged me to turn around. Lieutenant Camara then switches to Italian for a few words with Fabiano. The Sicilian farmer nods, then gestures broadly to show a sharp turn of the car and wipes his brow in a staged swipe afterwards. Apparently there was a mine on the shoulder of the road, and we hit it. You dim the lantern and Camara guides Fabiano away, chattering away. Through the flap, you catch sight of Morris as the man fills canteen after canteen from a leaking barrel of coffee. Nearby, Patterson hefts a 30 cal machine gun for Sergeant Arthur to examine. Leave him be. I like trust. The machine gun seemed all right. $1 to donate your armor can make it functional before dawn, and if not, well, you can trust his judgment. All in all, the men appear to have things under control, cooled coffee or not. You look at your watch. 03:30 hours, time to wake the officers, cook what breakfast can be had over the little fires shielded by the gullies, and then get the platoons into position for the jump-off. You take one last yawn to steady your nerve, then you get to work. 04:30 hours, 11 July 1943, Palma di Montechiaro. Artillery booms in the distance as another day dawns in Sicily. The town's right over there. Disciplined, 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 huh? Still a little suppression there. I like the color coding. That's very helpful for me here. What's the primary objective then? Tertiary objective. Oh, that must be the primary up there. Yeah, primary objective there. Oh, hell. This is going to be an interesting problem to solve. Squad, squad, machine gun, machine gun. There's something to be said for just sending everyone straight up the middle here to the secondary. Hang a left and get to the primary. Keep everyone together, because who the hell knows what's going to happen when we get into the town. We have 20 turns. We have 20 turns. You know, I'm going to check something real quick here before I call it completely. Gameplay, unit interface. Gameplay. Huh. It doesn't show me the difficulty level anymore. I was just curious. I mean, it's like, I don't want to say. There it is, difficulty. I'm at balanced. Okay. Okay, I'm still at balance. I just wanted to make sure I hadn't, somehow switched to story. Because balance, maybe I should switch up. Well, I guess it's too late for this scenario here, but maybe I should actually switch up to the hard level. I don't know. But I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to punch through here. Seize the secondary, and then hang left. And go in for our... That's the primary objective right there. This town's going to get smashed by the time we're done with it, isn't it? I wonder if we should just... Are we all hidden? We're all hidden here. No, these guys are not hidden. I mean, we need to take a turn to rally, I think. Hidden, hidden. We need to take a turn to rally. Because... Second squad, everyone's got a bit of suppression at the moment. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. Like that's got the bundle of fasci. No, it's not a fascies. That's a sword. Interesting. All right. Run up. Hang a left. Should be it, right? No problem. No problem, indeed. All right. That was a fun round. That was way more time than I thought I was going to spend on that one, but there you have it. So I hope it was enjoyable to watch. I had a lot of fun playing it. A lot of good ideas. I mean, I don't want to brag. We seem to be doing really well at this game so far. We haven't lost any of our leaders yet, other than, of course, the captain. Maybe that'll change in this game when we go house to house fighting in this little Palma di... whatever it is. Palma di Chiara. This looks like it's going to be a bit of a smash mouth football kind of game here, so we'll see what happens. But so far, so good. Maybe we can actually make it through this. Maybe we can. I guess we'll find out. And we'll catch you guys later.